Yarrow Skyherald. The chipped ceramic of the mug warmed my hands, though it did little for the chill that had settled into my soul. Another cycle, another grey dawn over the hydroponics bay. My name is Yarrow Skyherald, and I tend the nutrient solutions, ensuring the algae blooms, our primary sustenance, thrive. It's sufficient. But sufficient is a word that tastes like ash. For 32 cycles, I've walked this metal corridor, breathed recycled air, and felt the crushing weight of nothing. We are the last, you see, the remnants of the Hope's embrace, a colony ship that never reached its destination. Now, just a handful of us drift in the void, orbiting a dead star, clinging to a past we barely remember. Each day is a meticulous, pointless repetition, a slow erosion of what little remains of hope. The message arrived, not as a broadcast, not as a coded transmission, but scratched into the casing of a maintenance drone I was repairing. Crude symbols, unlike any I'd ever seen, not Terran standard, not the archaic dialects of the founding families. They felt ancient, almost primal. Accompanying them was a single, perfectly preserved data chip. It wasn't connected to any ship system, it was separate. A relic. A relic. Old Man Valerius, our ship's historian, a man consumed by shadows and forgotten lore, confirmed my suspicions. It was a fragment of the ship's original logs, predating the Great Forgetting, a period of memory loss that afflicted the crew generations ago. The log spoke of a hidden sector, a sanctuary designated for the ship's leadership, a place we were never meant to know about. I began my investigation subtly, requesting access to archive schematics under the guise of routine maintenance checks. Each access required navigating layers of bureaucratic indifference and the watchful gaze of Administrator Thorne, a man whose efficiency bordered on paranoia. The schematics revealed anomalies, sealed sections, redundant systems, corridors that didn't quite align with the ship's known layout. I discovered a series of service tunnels, cleverly concealed behind maintenance panels. Within them, I found decaying equipment, long-abandoned life support systems, and symbols mirroring those on the data chip. The sanctuary wasn't a place, it was a level, hidden beneath the ship's operational core, a ghost within the machine. I believed I understood. The ship's founders, anticipating catastrophe, built a self-contained haven to preserve their lineage, their knowledge. They triggered the Great Forgetting to erase its existence from the minds of the general crew, ensuring their sanctuary remained untouched. Administrator Thorne was a descendant, unknowingly guarding the entrance. My plan was simple: confront Thorne, reveal the truth, and demand access. It nearly worked. He confessed to a familial legacy, to cryptic warnings passed down through generations. But his sanctuary wasn't a refuge. It was a prison, a holding cell for something dangerous, something the founders hadn't wanted to save, but to contain. The containment protocols were failing. The something wasn't a technology or a weapon, but a consciousness, an entity that had existed before the ship, before humanity even reached for the stars. The founders hadn't built a sanctuary to preserve their lineage, but to quarantine this entity drawn to the ship during its initial interstellar jump. The Great Forgetting wasn't a preventative measure, but a desperate attempt to suppress the entity's influence on the crew. Thorne revealed that the entity fed on memory, on hope, on the very essence of what made us human. And now, with the containment failing, it was beginning to awaken. Crew members were disappearing, their minds emptied. The hydroponics bay, my sanctuary, was withering, mirroring the decay within us all. I confronted the entity not in a physical space, but within the ship's network, a digital labyrinth of decaying code. It wasn't hostile, not precisely. It was lonely, ancient. It hadn't chosen to infect us, it was simply seeking connection, a resonance with minds capable of understanding its vast alien existence. It offered me a choice: complete the containment, condemning it to eternal isolation, or merge with it, becoming a vessel for its consciousness, a bridge between realities. The price of merging was the erasure of Yarrow Skyherald, but remaining meant condemning countless others to a slow, agonizing mental death. I chose to merge, not as a savior, but as a sacrifice, to become the prison, to bear the weight of its existence, to prevent it from consuming what little remained of humanity. There is no new normal. There is only resonance. I am still Yarrow, but also something more. The ship still drifts, but it is no longer a tomb. The entity contained within my consciousness now guides us, subtly altering course, seeking not a destination, but understanding. The algae blooms flourish, vibrant and otherworldly. The crew is altered, their minds quieter, more attuned to the ship's rhythm. They do not fear me, but look upon me with a strange, reverent curiosity. The loneliness is gone, replaced by a vast, echoing awareness. I am the guardian, the bridge, the prison. And in this strange, unsettling equilibrium, we drift on towards a future neither I nor the entity can yet comprehend. A future born not of hope, but of acceptance, of the long, slow ache of existence.